Excuse me, if y'all didn't know, this is the MSC, and frankly, there's just too many white people in here, and this is a space for people of color. So just be really cognizant of the space that you're taking up, because it does make some of us POCs uncomfortable when we see too many white people in here. It's only been open for 4 days, and frankly, there's the whole university for a lot of y'all to be at, and there's very few spaces for us. So keep that in mind. Thank you. That it's not going to be this coddling of white tears and what that looks like. We're not going to discuss, oh, maybe some of us have worked it out. No, you're always going to be racist, actually. Today, I want to talk to you more about the political nature of time. For if time had a race, it would be white. White people own time. That y'all are born into a life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So in this particular way, white people are all racist.
Hashtag cancel white people. At one point, Jong tweeted a crude graph claiming that as whiteness increased, so did awful. Later, she said that white people smell like dogs. Here's another one. Quote, white people have stopped breeding. You'll all go extinct soon. That was my plan all along.
You're white.
Are you assuming that? Are you assuming my race?
Are, though.
Are you fix it by
because
breaking the laws?
we need to get rid of all y'all.
But we don't fix it by breaking the laws. And newsflash, I was born here too. I'm not leaving.
You're recording me like I'm the criminal here.
Because you stole my property. That is literally a crime.
Land. Your ancestors stole this land.
2/3 of all white guys voted for Trump. That means anytime you see 3 white guys walking at you down the street toward you, 2 of them voted for Trump. You need to move over to the other sidewalk, because these are not good people that are walking towards you.
This year, student activists demanded that all white people leave campus or else. Brett Weinstein refused. He's a professor at Evergreen State, and he called the race-based demand, quote, a show of force and an act of oppression.
This is not about you.
I'm talking about this is all about him.
On terms of white privilege. This is not a discussion. You have lost that one.
That's what I'm telling you. Where do you stand? There's no middle ground. It's either them or us, and it's us. We have to stand with the people, bro. And you are representing right now the black community. Don't ask where they are. You are here. You are the community. I am the Puerto Rican community. So stand with us. Don't be divisive. Because you know what? You sound a little bit like the dumbasses that say all lives matter.
America has tried to sell blacks, I think to save itself, but to sell blacks on this idea, you're a victim. That's your authenticity. The most authentic thing about you as a black person is that you come from a victimized and entitled group. That's the kiss of death. You believe that you're going nowhere. You're not going to learn anything. You're stopped in your tracks, and you can't do a worse thing to someone than to impose on them that kind of identity, as white Americans often do, as a way of then winning back moral authority for themselves. And it's a selfish thing to do. It's pernicious. The slave master didn't do that. He demanded labor. He may beat you, but he didn't take your soul. He didn't tell you who you were as a human being. But today, liberalism does that. And I can't have you come and speak, Mr. Steele, you can't speak to my class. I'm sorry, I really like what you say, but you can't, because you are, you're telling these people that they're not victims, and I'm sorry. I think that many white people in America today are upset and tired of being judged unrelentingly as bigots. It's as though white synonymous with bigot. That equals. I mean, they're like one and the same. Nobody likes to live under an accusation. It's no human being likes that. There's gonna be some reaction, and as soon as there's reaction, whites are double bound, because then they say, we knew you were racist all along, and now you're just proving it all over again, and blah blah blah. And so whites then feel completely stifled and stop. That's a real frustration. I don't like that.